Hey y'all, it's me, Key, and I'm back with another story time. This story time is gonna be about my cousin backdooring me. I gotta tell this story. Like, I've been contemplating on telling the story, but I gotta tell this story. Okay, so before we get into the story, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoy my content, like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get into it. So we're gonna give my cousin a name. We're gonna call her Karen. I don't know. That's just the first name that popped in my head. We're gonna call her Karen. Okay, so this story is probably gonna need multiple parts because it's long. This is like some stuff that went over some years and years. Like, it's long. All right, so let's start from the very beginning. Karen and I were like this. We were super close. Like, do you remember back in the day where you had that favorite cousin, you would do everything together and you'd be with each other 24/7. If I wasn't at her house, she was at my house. Like, we were always together, okay? We was close. I remember, like, my mom, she had introduced us to her friend and her kids. Like, these were my parents' friends and their kids. So I was maybe 14 at the time, and my cousin Karen, she was a couple years older than me. So my mom's friend, well, my parents' friends, they had kids that were about my age, and they also had a lot of cousins that were about, you know, my cousin Karen's age and a little bit older. So, like, they had a house full. So this was summertime, and we would go over to my mom's friend's house. We were always over there during the summer. She had picked out her little boo or whatever, and I had picked out my little boo. And my little boo was my mom's friend's son. But my cousin's boo, we're gonna give him a name. Let's call him David. We're gonna call my boo Vaughn, okay? So David and Vaughn. David, he was already with somebody. Like, she would frequently go over to their house too. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of drama with that. And the girlfriend he was with was like crazy or whatever. Like, she wanted to fight off the rip. Like, oh, you smile in my nigga face, I want to fight. So yeah, that little situation with David and my cousin Karen did not last long at all. Me and Vaughn, we was cool. You know, we lasted the whole summer until my sister, she ended up telling my cousin about me dating Vaughn, and then he was a snitch or whatever. Like, I don't know why he needed to tell my dad my business, but yeah, he ended up telling my daddy that I was dating Vaughn. So I remember one time I was at home, my dad, he called me. He was out of town. He called my phone and he was just screaming. Like, my damn ear didn't even need to be on the phone. He was just screaming at the top of his lungs. I had to hold the phone like this because, boy, like, why is you yelling? The fuck? So yeah, he was just like telling me how my cousin said that I was with Vaughn or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, wow, like, my sister got a big ass mouth. She talked too much. Knowing that I can run her business too, like, shut up sometimes. I ended up having to break it out with Vaughn, which I really didn't want to, because me and Vaughn, we was like this, like, we was close, and like, you know, I felt like we was in love, you know, like we'll end up getting married one day and having some kids. Like, I was in love with Vaughn. I didn't want to let Vaughn go, but I had to. I had to let my mans go. So I called Vaughn and I was just like, yeah, my dad found out about us, and, you know, he's going to do something to you and me, so I have to break up with you. And y'all, Vaughn was so sad. Like, his sisters, they were my friends, and his sisters would tell me how, like, me breaking up with him just broke his heart or whatever. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to break up with him, but my dad, he's gonna hurt us, so I'm gonna have to. You know, it's safer for us that way. You know, it's safer. And then by the time the word got out that we were together, I was not allowed to go back over there to his house for a long time. We would just have to be on the phone a lot. So me, Karen, and Vaughn, we would always be on three-way. Like, I don't know why she felt the need to be on the phone with us, but whatever. So we would just always be on the phone. Karen, she started to do weird shit. Like, we'd be on the phone and she would just be like, what type of underwear should I wear? Should I wear a thong today? And I'd be like, who are you talking to? She's like, I'm talking to both of y'all. Huh? y'all, like, I'm like, nah, she's doing a lot. She's doing the most. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna answer that question. But Vaughn, his dumb ass, oh, you should wear a thong. Like, that excited him or something. Sometimes I'd call Karen and she'd already be on the phone with Vaughn. Like, they'll be on the phone without me. So I'm like, okay. Remind you, me and Vaughn broke up. It's like we never broke up, if that makes sense. We just couldn't call we couldn't call each other boyfriend and girlfriend, if that makes sense. And so, yeah. So she would already be on the phone with Vaughn, and I was just like, okay, why is you on the phone with my boo? She was like, oh no, we were just talking or whatever, you know. I needed somebody to talk to. Okay, but why not call me? She's like, oh no, you're getting mad for no reason. It's not that serious. Just try to make it seem like I'm crazy. So like, I confided in my mom, because my mom, she didn't care if I had a boyfriend. And she would just tell me, like, your cousin fake. You need to watch out for her. She's not really your friend. And we were in blood. My dad had a son. My dad had this son by somebody else. And that was his cousin. So technically, she was not my blood cousin. So yeah, my mom would just tell me how my friend was fake. I shouldn't trust her. Because she noticed, like, oh yeah, simple fact that my friends, remember I told you my parents' friends had kids. Like, they had 2 daughters around my age. They would tell me how my cousin would go over there and be talking bad about me. So yeah, my mom was just telling me, yeah, she was, basically saying the same thing. That the mom was telling my mom that my cousin was talking bad about us. So of course I confronted my cousin, and of course she denied it. Like, she was almost in tears type shit. Swear up and down she wasn't talking bad about me. So, I forgave her. All right, so months go by and it's time to start school. So as I mentioned, well, my cousin Karen, she was older than me, so she was already in high school, and I was starting the 8th grade. Yeah, I was starting the 8th grade. Was I 14 already? No, I was 13, turning 14. Yeah, this is a lot of drama for a young age. Anyways, so yeah, me and Vaughn, we ended up going to the same school, and Vaughn, I don't know, he started acting funny, y'all. Like, he would not talk to me while we were at school, but when we got home, he'd just always be in my face. And I was just like, why do you do that? And he'd be like, oh, because we're home now. Like, no, you don't try to ignore me at school, but then when we get home, you want to be all up in my face. That's weird. Red flag. So I didn't see Karen the whole school year because she was in high school and she had made some friends. She didn't really need me anymore, y'all. Just hung out with Vaughn's sisters. Like, those are my friends. The whole school year went by, and then it was summer now. And then I remember Vaughn, they threw a lot of house parties. They was always popping. Back then we used the word cracking. So yeah, them parties was cracking back then. You remember having them house parties where everybody on the floor dancing to Pretty Ricky? What was the song? I don't know, that Pretty Ricky song that everybody liked. I don't know, for some reason I can't even think of the lyrics to the song or the name of the song. But y'all know that Pretty Ricky song I'm talking about. Like, we had to put money in the DJ tip jar if we wanted to hear that song by Pretty Ricky. Yeah. So everybody just dancing and shit, like having a good time. And I see Karen, I'm like, I go up to her, I'm like, hey Karen, like, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? And then she's just standing there, like, I'm standing in front of her like this. She's just looking this way. Like, she's not even acknowledging me at all. So I, like, push her arm. Hey, like, what's going on? And she looked at me crazy. She's like, hi. I'm like, okay, bitch. So I just walk off. And I go to tell my sister whatever. I'm like, she's acting funny. And she's like, yeah, fuck her. Maybe a week goes by. I end up going to my friend's house and Karen was there. I had found out that Karen started messing with Vaughn. Yeah, she started messing with my man. That's why Vaughn started acting funny, because, yeah, he was messing with my cousin. So, y'all, I'm just, like, hurt. But I can't show it because everybody gonna be like, he just a nigga. He ain't nobody. But I was hurt. Like, I could not show nobody. Like, I would go home and cry for like the longest. But I was hurt because of the simple fact that I thought I was in love with this boy, and then my cousin, I thought we were close. Like, why would you do me like that? You know, and like, this was my first boyfriend. But I was really, really hurt. And y'all, they stayed together for years. And like, for some reason, me and Karen, we became cool again. And I had to just act like seeing them together did not hurt me. And she didn't care. She would like literally do shit to piss me off, but I couldn't show that I was mad. I didn't react at all. Like, she would really dangle Vaughn in front of me. So, you know, we got a little older. By this time, I'm in high school too. You know, I'm 18. She's still with Vaughn. The whole time until I got to 18, you know, I left Vaughn alone. Okay, you're my cousin now. You can't have us both. So he was with her, and that's who he really wants to be with. So I remember one night, me, Vaughn, no, I wasn't with Vaughn, but I remember one night, me and my cousin, not Karen, but my other cousin, Cece, we had went out to this club or whatever, and I see Vaughn in there. He asked me to dance. I was like, I don't know. He was just like, come dance with me. So we started dancing, and I don't know, it was just, you know how you dance with somebody and they low-key trying to act like they want you or whatever. I'm just like, cool. You got this one dance? Bye, get off me. So, you know, after that night, I don't know why, but I had went back home with my friend. And I don't know why I went with my friend, not my cousin. Like, remind you, I was at the club with my cousin. She went and probably left with a nigga or something. But I went off with my friend, and she had like a twin bed. And I'm like, why would I come home with her knowing she got a twin bed and her boyfriend finna come? I gotta find me somewhere to sleep. Either sleep on the floor or sleep on this little bitty couch. So I'm like, I'll just sleep on the couch. And then Vaughn came home. This was the same night after the club. He came home. He was like, hey, Key, what you doing? I'm like, you know, just chilling, finna go to sleep. I was talking to, y'all, was talking to Lame. I was talking to Lame, y'all. Oh my God. God, why am I like this? If y'all haven't watched any of my other story times, Lame is my kid's daddy. Yes, I met Lame when I was real young. I was 18 when I met Lame. But yeah, I was in there on the couch talking to Lame, and then me and Lame got off the phone. He was like, he's finna go to bed because it was hella late, like after the club hours. And then Vaughn was just like, come in the room. You want some snacks? Because Vaughn, all he did was eat snacks like oatmeal cookies, pie. He wasn't like heavy or anything, but he just ate a lot of sweets. So he was like, you want one of these donuts? I was like, yeah, I want a donut. Like, I'm hungry, so y'all ain't got no food up in here. Hell yeah, I want a donut. So I went in the room with Vaughn, and he had gave me one of his donuts. He was just, and I was like, okay, thank you. So I tried to go back in the living room. He was just like, no, just stay in here. I'm like, stay in here? He's like, yeah, you can sleep in my bed. I could sleep in your bed. No, I'm finna go back in the living room. He's like, no, it's cool. It's cool. You can sleep in my bed. And y'all, this was the night before Valentine's Day. I slept in the bed with Vaughn. And Vaughn set me up, y'all. He set me up. Because one thing led to another. Like, he pursued me. Like, you know, I wasn't trying to go there with him at all. Because, remind you, he with Karen. And for two, I'm with Lane. I wasn't trying to go there at all. He ended up taking my virginity that night. Yeah. One thing definitely led to another that night. This is crazy. My kid's daddy, still to this day, he don't know how I lost it. Like, he think I lost it when he went to prison, because that's when we stopped talking. Like, we were together when I was 18, then we broke up. He went to prison for a while, and then he thinks I lost it then. No, I lost it when we were together. So yeah. And then so the next morning after, he's just telling me, like, remind you, like, it was late, super late, probably like 4 in the morning when we went to sleep. So when we got up, it was like almost noon. And I just remember him telling me, hey, Karen and her friend, they finna come over here. It's Valentine's Day. I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay. So I guess that means I better go home then. Wow, y'all, I felt so dumb. Like, I can't believe I fell for that. Like, I fell into that trap. Like, I don't know, I just feel dumb. So I told my friend I was going home or whatever, and she was like, okay, girl. I caught the bus home, and that was that. So years later, low-key, I was still dealing with Vaughn, because remember, y'all, I told y'all, me and Lane, we broke up, and he went to prison for a while. And this time I was seeing, what did I call him in that story? Sean. This is when I was dealing with shiesty ass Sean. And I was low-key still dealing with Vaughn. So yeah, like, it never stopped. It didn't. So yeah, my cousin Karen, she had found out. She found out, yep, because my cousin told her. And you know, look, my cousin was my blood cousin, but my cousin was her sister, if that makes any sense. Like, they had the same dad, and then me and my cousin, like, our grandmas were sisters. Ain't that, like, so weird how that happened? So yeah, she had found out because I stupidly told her, thinking like, okay, this is my cousin, she ain't gonna tell my business. She did anyway. So she told her what happened when she got mad at me. So Karen, she had called me one day, and she was just going off, and she was just like, oh, you're messing with Vaughn, even though, y'all, look, I met Vaughn first. Like, I was with him first. He was my man's first. Okay, and then you backdoored me. You took him from me. So, but you're mad at the fact that I'm messing with Vaughn now? But, she was just saying how she wanted to fight me, how she was making all these threats, like, she finna come over and do something to me. I'm just like, whatever. If you gonna do something, come do it. Bring your sister too with her big ass mouth. Bring her. I think I wanna handle her first. So, yeah, she never came, of course. But my mom, she was just like trying to, you know, she was trying to diffuse the whole situation, because she was just like, y'all family, y'all need to be fighting, you know, fuck him. He for everybody, which he was. Like, he was doing her dirty. But I mean, hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me, because I'm already with somebody. Even though I was doing him dirty, he was doing me dirty too. So I really didn't care about, you know, cheating on Shiesty Sean. But yeah. So I remember one day, y'all, I had just left Shiesty Sean. No, did I just leave him? No, I was probably going shopping or something. Yeah, I think I was going shopping, and then I was coming home, and then Karen, she was in my driveway. Yeah, it's a long story, but my dad's baby mama had ended up being our neighbor. So she would go back and forth from my house when I wasn't there, of course, from my house to my dad's baby mom house, because that was his people. I mean, that was her people. Yeah, so she was in my driveway, and I was pulling up, and like, she wasn't moving. If you see a car pulling up in her driveway, don't you think you should move out the way? So she just stood there. So I'm just gonna pull up. You don't want to move? I'm gonna pull up. We ain't cool no way, bitch. Fuck you. You threatening me? I'm gonna pull up. So I pull up, and she gonna try to make it seem like I was trying to hit her. So I pulled up, got out the car, and went in the house. And she was looking at me crazy the whole time, like, you know, I was getting my shit out the car or whatever. But I'm just like, girl, fuck you. And I went in the house. Next thing you know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes go by. And we hear a knock at the door. And so my sister, she answers the door. She's like, what's up? She's like, tell Key come outside, since she want to try to hit me with the car. Bitch, you know that's not why you want to fight. You know that's not why you want to fight. So I guess she had to go next door to her cousin's house to get her head pumped up. She had to be convinced to come over here and fight me, because I was beefing with my dad's baby mamas anyway. Like, me and her, our relationship was like hot and cold. We was always off and on. It's because of her. Like, she was crazy. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, we had a whole enemy for a neighbor. So yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay, she want to fight. And y'all, I just had got my weave done. It was long as hell too. This is back then where everybody's wearing those invisible parts. So I had a fresh weave, a fresh sew-in. It was long, pretty, bust down. It was bust down because it was all black, you know, period. The side part. And yeah, the first invisible part. So I was like, damn, like I'm gonna have to fight this bitch. And I just got my hair done. So I'm just having my mom, I'm like, Mom, wrap my shit up. Wrap my shit up. I'm finna go outside, fight this bitch. She calling me out. Wrap it up, hurry up. So my mom's trying to get my long weave into a bun. She wrapping it up. She put a scarf on it or whatever. I'm like, hey, get my Jordan, get my fighting shoes. Tell my sister, go get my fighting shoes. So she went and got my shoes. I'm lacing up my Jordans or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like, yeah, it's about time. It's about time we fight. So I'm just hyped up or whatever. Like, yeah. So I go outside and Karen, she's trying to leave. Like, she's in the car already. But as I'm walking outside, she's closing her driver door. And then I heard up and grabbed it. I said, bitch, you want to fight? So she was like, yeah. As soon as she got in the car, I just took off on her. So, I mean, what else was there to do? She said she wanted to fight. She was trying to leave. I heard up and caught her. You want to fight? She hopped out. I just took off on her. That's what you're supposed to do. Somebody want to fight you. So, yeah, we fighting or whatever. And, y'all, we fighting. Like, we fighting. And I remember them breaking us up. Like, by the time we started fighting, it was a whole crowd outside. Because I got a hella sisters. All my people's at my house. Like, I got so many sisters over there. My mama, my cousin, my other cousin. Not anybody who was related to Karen. But my other cousin, like, we like this. We, you know, we real close. So, yeah. She come outside, too. And then my dad's baby mama, Karen, whoever she was with, plus my brother and his friends, like, we just all outside on the carport just fighting. So the first round, yeah, like I was tired. Like I beat her up that first round. I whooped her ass because she deserved it. After all these years, you know, you put me through hell. Like, I was your best friend. I was your best cousin. And you just dragged me through the mud, y'all. I've never done nothing to this girl. And she deserved that ass whooping. When they broke us up, her face was bleeding. And then I just remember my dad's baby mama saying, oh, y'all don't need to be fighting, y'all family, this and that. But you the one who egging it on. The fuck? This is why she's over my house telling me she wants to fight me because you sent her over there. It's nobody but you because his baby mama, she was problems. Like, she was always fighting. Yeah, her old age, she was always fighting somebody. She didn't even try to fight me a whole bunch of times. Like, she was just a problem. So, yeah, it wasn't nobody but her. She was just like, you know what, fuck it. Go ahead and fight. Let her fight. Let her fight. I'm like, yeah, let us fight. And y'all, like I said, that first round, I was tired. Like, I already had beat her ass that first round. So, the second round, I lost. Like, I was tired. So, yeah, I got her the first round. She got me the second round. That was it. We didn't need to fight no more. But then after that, I ended up beating up my brother. I ended up beating up my brother's girlfriend. Like, that's a whole nother story. Maybe like 10 minutes after I fought my cousin Karen, I beat up my brother's baby mama. That's a whole nother story. I'm going to tell a story time about that because that was crazy. But yeah. So after that, after I fought her, like, I called Shiesty Sean and I was like, where you at? He was just like, what's wrong? I'm like, I just fought two bitches. Like, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm tired. I don't want to fight no more. And I just want to sit down. Like, I'm tired. He's like, come over here. Because he stayed around the corner from me. He's like, come down here. I'm at home. So I heard him. Look, y'all, everybody's still outside just arguing and shit. Just hop in the car and I pull off. Because I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to keep fighting. I'm exhausted. And y'all, like, she had pulled my my invisible part out. I was hurt when she did that because I'm like, I just got my hair done. My knees was all scraped up from fighting my brother girlfriend. Like, I was out there beating that bitch ass. So yeah, he was just like, oh, you get your hair done again. Don't worry about it. Just like, oh my God, my hair. He's like, calm down. He made me feel like a lot better. Whatever. We just chilled. I just stayed over there all night. It's just too much bullshit over there. Y'all. Damn, that day was crazy. And still, she tried to say we fought because I tried to run her over. I didn't try to run her over. She wanted to fight me because of Vaughn. And whatever happened with me and Vaughn, I mean, you know what, y'all? I ain't even finna lie to y'all. After we fought, I was with Vaughn again. Because I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. You know? He was mine first anyways. And y'all, I lost friends behind that. Like when everybody found out I was still messing with Vaughn, I lost friends. And nobody ever, you know, stopped being her friend when they found out she was messing with Vaughn. Because like I said, I was with Vaughn first. And then he left me and got with my cousin. Nobody ever said nothing to her. Nobody ever was like, oh, she's dirty, this and that. Ever. She didn't lose any friends. Everybody was still cool, kiki, ha-ha with her. But when I did it, it was a problem. You know, it's cool when you do it, but when I do it, it's a problem. Okay. And this was the time I was working at the hair store. And people who I thought was my friends would come in there and not speak to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know y'all doing all this because of Karen and Vaughn. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you bitches anyways. Because I'm the one with the car. Like, it ain't my car, but it's my mom's car. I'm the one who driving us around going to parties and shit. Y'all bitches don't even have no car. So now y'all bitches don't even have no ride nowhere because y'all ain't my friends. Oh, well. Yeah, fuck y'all. But yeah, after a little fight, I had ended up moving out my mom's house and I got my own place, and it was drama over there too, y'all. So that's a whole nother story. It was drama with Karen. Yeah, over there too. So like I said, that's a whole nother story. That's it for this story time. This is, like I said, this is the very first part, part 1 of how my cousin backdoored me. So we probably need maybe 2 more story times about Karen after this. But if you like my story times, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if this has ever happened to you. Did somebody close to you backdoor you and you have to get your get back? Has that ever happened? Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Thank you so much for watching.